Hey everybody, Pastor Josh here. Thanks for taking a few minutes to hear about what's happening at Redeeming Grace Church. First of all, this coming Sunday, I won't be here for the service. I'll be here before and after. But for the service, I will head over to South Canyon Baptist Church and fill in for them over there. They are our mother church. I served there for 7 years, so I will thank them for all their years of support. Tell them about the cool things that the Lord is doing here at Redeeming Grace, and then I'll preach a message from 1 Peter 1 that I hope encourages our mother church. So that means here at Redeeming Grace, Joseph Updike, who's preached many times, he's a key leader in our church. He will preach also from 1 Peter. So break from Exodus, especially as we reach the home stretch, and I think you'll be really encouraged by what the Lord has put on Joseph's heart to proclaim to you. So I hope it's going to be a great Sunday here, and just be ready for that as a little bit of a change up from the normal routine. This Sunday also is a really important family meeting. So right after service, we'll be setting up tables. We'll have our once a month family meeting, and we're going to be doing some really important things. We've got 7 new members that are joining our church, so it'll be a joy to hear how the Lord has saved these 7 people and led them to Redeeming Grace, and now God is adding to our body. So that'll bring us up to a total of 56 members, Lord willing. We're also going to be considering 6 deacons for deacon roles in the life of the church. Just as the church grows, we need to organize and delegate ministry, and deacons is the biblical way to do that. And so we'll be considering that as well as looking at our ministry sign up and all the ministries that we have going on this fall. The Lord really is blessing this church. There's all kinds of fruitfulness popping up everywhere, and we're just trying to kind of organize it and direct it and coordinate it so that we're maximizing the opportunities that the Lord is giving us, using all the gifts of the body and serving one another well. The next let me talk about Tuesday. Next Tuesday, August 25th, is when Grief Share will start. So 13-week program helping people walk through grief. So there's video sessions, there's some homework and a workbook, and there's just lots of good conversations processing the death of a loved one. So if that's you, we've still got room. Please sign up and join us on Tuesday nights from 6 to 8 p.m. If you know someone, please send the link to them and tell them, hey, I know you're going through a hard time, maybe consider this, and leave it in their hands whether or not they're ready to join something like that. But it's so good. We did it last year. It was so helpful. We got such good feedback on it that we're offering it again. And so be praying for that. And then if it's you or someone you know that would really benefit from being a part of it, then pass along the link and tell them to sign up, and we'll start next Tuesday. That following Sunday, August 30th, we're going to have a parent meeting after church. So if you've got someone in your home from preschool age up through high school, we want you to stick around after church for a meeting. We're going to talk about what we're planning for Sunday school, just point out the things that we're attempting to do in this coming fall and the plan. And so Bree will share about kids ministry and children's Sunday school. Also, Josh and Kaylee Trapp, who lead our youth ministry, will share the schedule for this fall and how to get involved. Hopefully they'll have a half sheet for you as well. We're putting those things together right now. So we want to communicate what we're trying to do and invite you to be a part. Make sure you're informed and know who is leading what. At the same time, we would love to get some feedback from you on what you would like to see and what would most serve you and the kids that you're raising in your home. So we as a church want to come alongside families and provide really useful discipleship helps and opportunities for us to grow together. So plan for that meeting after church on August 30th. Also on August 30th in the evening, we're invited to come join the Black Hills Area Baptist Association 5th Sunday night gathering. So the 20 or so churches that we cooperate with here in the Black Hills gather once a quarter on a 5th Sunday. And this next one is at Rapid Valley Baptist Church from 6 to 7 p.m. And they're just going to do their normal Sunday night service, which is some hymns and a devotional. And I'm just inviting those of us here and the rest of our Black Hills Area Baptist churches to just spend some time getting to know that church, seeing what the Lord is doing among them, meeting one another. And you're invited to be a part of that. The second to last thing is I just want to, again, promote this Redeemed Man cohort. I am encouraging every man in our church to consider being a part of this from high school on up through your 80s or 90s or however old you are. Any man that's part of Redeeming Grace Church. It is limited to Redeeming Grace Church. If they attend another church, that's great. Tell them to get plugged in there or start a men's thing there. This is for those of us that are worshiping together, committed together at Redeeming Grace Church. We're going to meet. This is a 9-month cohort working through this book right here, which has got some great topics We're going to read 2 chapters a month. They're about 10 to 12 pages. They're excellent. Things like the redeemed man committed to God's word, the redeemed man growing in grace, the redeemed man honoring his parents, the redeemed man living in singleness, the redeemed man loving his wife, leading his family, discipling his children, growing in family worship, the redeemed man cultivating friendships, witnessing to unbelievers, viewing his work rightly, laboring at his work, serving in the church, managing his resources, enjoying his recreations, how the gospel relates to citizenship, how it relates to our health, persevering in our faith. What does the gospel say about entering retirement and even preparing for death? And so we're going to read 2 of these a month and then gather every second Saturday from 6:30 to 8:30 a.m. for a men's breakfast. I'm going to ask different men to present on these different topics, just short little talks related to the chapter, and then we're going to have discussions around these topics. And what I think will be really powerful is that I'm going to assign the groups that we have the discussions, and it's going to be multi-generational. We all know that we tend to young men tend to get clump up with young men, older men with older men, but I'm actually going to have us mix up a little bit, and I think the value will be not only reading this content together, but also processing it together across the generations. I think it's going to build deep friendships. I think it's going to cause tremendous spiritual growth, and these are practical things that every man is dealing with and how the gospel transforms all of life. So for the next 9 months, starting September 12th, meet for men's breakfast, read 2 chapters a week, and then participate in some ongoing discussions with a multi-generational group of men on how we embody the gospel, how we live out the gospel, how we honor Christ in all different spheres and seasons of a man's life. So men, please do this. Please sign up for it. We've got 13 men signed up. I'd love to have 30. That'd be awesome. And have groups of 5 or 6 that are processing this together, gathering together as men. I know that some of you getting up early on a Saturday is kind of asking a lot. It's once a month. It's from 6:30 to 8:30, and here's why we picked that time. 1, the older guys are up anyway. They would love to make breakfast, and so that was easy. The older guys are signing up for this. I love that. Let's meet them in that. Those of us that have families at home, our wives and families, if we can get up early on a Saturday and be done in time to still spend most of the Saturday with our family, that is so much better than if we were in the middle of the day on a Saturday. So Saturdays are precious. So for the sake of the young families, for the sake of the old guys, if you're a young guy, get up early, be a part of it. It'll be more valuable if it's cost you something and requires discipline. And so that's why we're picking that particular time, and why I think it's going to work really, really well. So that's my pitch. Please be a part of it. Sign up. Our first meeting will be September 12th. There's books on the table. Write your name down, take a book, and then show up ready to go on September 12th for men's breakfast, that first meeting. All right. Lastly, I just want to remind us that we're continuing to raise funds to buy this building from the owner. And so we still have money to raise. We have had some come in. So thank you for those of you that have contributed. But please continue to think and pray on that. Don't let that escape you. And especially those of you who are part of this church. I know that there's people on the outside that would love to help us and are helping us with this. But that will go much better if the people that are actually in the church are also contributing, sacrificing. Every little bit helps. And if we could just keep chipping away at it, we just kind of continually see that grow, even if it's slow. I think the Lord will bless that. And I think if those on the outside that want to help us see us putting our effort in, making sacrifices to make it happen, I think the Lord will provide it. And all of us together will see the Lord bring this to fruition. So be praying about that. Just keep it on your mind. And if you're able to sacrifice and give in any way, that's much appreciated. All right, that's enough for now. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know if you have any questions. I love you. I hope to see you Sunday, either before or after service. And have a great week. Bye.